Welcome home. Startled? Don't be. I don't think we've officially met. You can call me Officer Smize. I'm the head officer of the Positive Police Department, meant to keep our members of the Smiling Society safe and, of course, happy, by making sure they're taking their happiness pills and getting their refills on time. If we find that they aren't doing that, we also take it upon ourselves to help them be happy, whether they like it or not, since it really is for their own good after all. Which brings us to where we are now. What am I doing in your home? Have you forgotten that all officers have access and rights to every happy homeowner's property? Especially if we have reason to believe that they aren't 100% happy as all our communities should be. Oh, it's so cute when you play dumb. You're smarter than that. I know that. I was the one who had to catch you after all. You have had the head officer's attention for months now. I've been watching you as you've been taking your happiness pills less and less. But you've been smart about it, haven't you? You still went to your refill station on time and refilled your empty bottles. Your happiness host, Vivian, said you even continued to get your typical flavors and always seem to try the new ones she's recommended. You put a good show, haven't you? You're wondering how we figured it out, Well, I have to say, if any other officer were to look at you, they wouldn't have, but I did. I know what else to check. The happiness pills come with a bit of a side effect. They make the taker crave sugar and lots of it. While you've been made sure to take trips to the refill station, you've neglected to continue to take trips to the candy and pastry shop you used to frequent. You were a lover of chocolate, the shopkeeper said. Yet, you stopped coming. It was slow at first, getting less and less until you stopped going altogether. Now, with such a pretty face, I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, as us kind officers always do. I was going to write it off as you simply not craving sugar in that way. Perhaps you wanted ice cream instead from the ice cream parlor, or perhaps even sugary drinks such as soda. But no, nothing. I decided to look into you further. I had your trash searched and the pipes of drainage watched for any pills that might come up to prove my hunch to be correct. However, you were careful not to do that, weren't you? You left me with no choice but to come into your home and find them myself. I've already looked into your file. You're far from friends and family, moved out into the newest homes here in the neighborhood. Besides the shopkeepers of the stores you went to, you didn't speak to anyone, so you couldn't have hauled off the pills anywhere else but in your home. Nothing in your garden is uprooted, not buried. No floorboards to pry up. No attics, no basements. I checked every corner of your home, every drawer, cabinet, behind every single item, and inside every single item until I found this. A jewelry box. Strange thing you are. You decided not to take the pills that will give you happiness, but store them in a box meant for precious things. If you were worried about the pills ever running of shortage, I can assure you that will never happen. But I know that isn't it, is it? No, I know your type. You're the type to think that you're above this, that happiness may not come in a bottle, and this isn't how you want to live. You want more. That's it, isn't it? You want more than this. You want to feel more than just happiness, isn't that right? You want something more exciting, even if it possibly means something negative, which you know very well isn't allowed, but yet you still took the risk wanting to feed the hunger you had. It's all right. You can tell me. I've already found your untaken pills. What more trouble can you get in by telling me your reasoning? Oh, don't worry. I understand. I understand completely. I've seen so many people in your shoes that long for something more, something different. I understand and I want to help you. If I didn't want to help you, I would have had you in handcuffs already, wouldn't I? We would already be on our way to the station where they'll have a seat waiting to strap you down and inject the happiness serum straight into your veins. It would be painful at first. The liquid is thick. It would last for weeks, and we would keep doing it again and again until you just simply took your pills like a good little community member. It would be much easier for me to follow protocol, but this time I don't. I do want to help you, I really do. So will you please let me? How? Well, you'll need to come with me. You can leave the pills where they are. No one else is going to come into your home. I've already made that clear to the officers. We're going to go to the laboratories, where all of this began. All the lab workers have gone home for the night. This is where they work to continue to advance the happiness pills and make stronger dosages to distribute once we see the community isn't at the optimal happiness. It's also where they develop new exciting flavors to keep the public engaged and interested. Though, as you have shown, that doesn't always work. You said you were tired of feeling constant happiness. You wanted to feel more, is that right? We've been working on other pills to make you feel more positive emotions than just happiness. It will help with any occasion. If you need confidence, for example, pride, motivation, etc., the list goes on. They're still in the developing stages, but I did have one in particular ready for you to try. This way, you're still abiding by the positivity policies, but having your own taste of something new with something different and more intense. What is it? Well, you wanted excitement, didn't you? You wanted something new? What would be the fun in telling you so you know what to expect? You don't know if you want to do this. It's alright, you can trust me. Like I said, I've been watching you for months now. I have a fondness for you. I want to help you. I want to help you be happy, even if it's not in the way that others are being happy. My job is to make others happy. So please, let me do this for you. Here, one pill. It already looks exciting, doesn't it? Half red, half blue. Go on. Go on and take it. Deep breaths now. Let it settle in you, and then tell me how you're feeling. Warm? That's normal. You should be feeling the warmth at your cheeks, as if you were blushing. Doesn't it feel good? The coolness of my fingers against the skin of your cheek. You do have such a pretty face. The prettiest face I've ever seen. So you have to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I had to have you. I'm the type of man who knows what he wants when he sees it. The moment I saw you, I knew you would be the one I wanted to try my special project on. You see, my dear, it doesn't matter what I say to you now. Do you know why? Because no matter what I say, you're going to be absolutely glued to me from this point on. A little pet for my enjoyment. Isn't that right? Oh yes, that's right. Whatever I want. You want to do whatever I want. Do you know why? Because you're obsessed with me. You see, I had these pills formulated just for me. If anyone were to take them, they'd be completely and utterly obsessed with me to the point they would do anything and everything for me. I have a few strings to pull with our smiling scientists. They made me what I want. And I made sure their families and friends never stepped foot in the station to be injected with happiness serum until they were giggling idiotic fools with a permanent grin on their face and the inability to say a single word between their brainless laughter. It's a win-win. Oh yes, I am incredibly smart, aren't I, my little pet? Now, what we're going to do is go back to your home and pick up some belongings. I want to take it upon myself as head officer to make sure you're 100% happy, and I think you need extensive care. And extensive pills, don't you think? Nod your head for me. I will adore having those pretty glazed eyes of yours staring up at me in blind adoration. You look about ready to worship the ground I walk on. I'll have to have the scientists develop me something stronger, more permanent, to fry that brain of yours and make it think of only me and nothing else. Doesn't that sound like a lovely idea?